Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Please go to jerichogreen.net at the conclusion of this video. Now you can enjoy the healthy aging support of collagen. Get 51% off here, healthwithjericho.com. This is my favorite trusted source. Now, our appearance plays a huge role in our overall satisfaction with life. Unfortunately, tons of anti-aging companies take advantage of that. Many of these products that these companies promote, however, fall short, simply because they don't get to the root of the problem. For example, some companies use temporary solutions to cover wrinkles. Luckily, there's an alternative that has truly worked for me. It's called Health with Jericho. This works because it supercharges my collagen intake. In turn, this promotes skin elasticity and overall youthful look. This multi-collagen at its core is made up of 5 key types of collagen. This ensures that you're getting key nutrients your body needs and keep you looking and feeling young and vibrant. If you want to combat wrinkles, you'll love Health with Jericho. Get up to 50% off ageless multi-collagen for the next 24 hours by going to healthwithjericho.com or clicking the link below. Now, somebody who could use a little youth, especially right here, would be Bidenus Pervertus, our grandpa-in-chief, the sniffer of children. Now, I'm going to tie him into this nonsense in just a second, but people, we are fucked. So, a week ago or something like that, I wasn't on it because I just moved to a new place. You saw in the last video. Believe me, that video's coming. I'll fill you all in. But about a week ago or whatever, Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the politician who went horizontal so her career could go vertical. She was doing an interview with this dude named Charlemagne the God. Now, he did a good job in this video, but he is a straight 100% dumbass. But she's doing an interview with Charlemagne the God on Comedy Central. So he's asking her these questions like, hey, who's running the country? And that was at the end. So, like most people, I just saw that the end part where he asked her who was really running the country. Was it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden? But that interview was 20 minutes long, and I watched. Sorry, guys. When I think about it, it makes me sick. I watched the entire 20-minute interview. It was hard, but I did it for you. So he's asking her, you know, what's going on with the country and the inflation and all these things. He's asking her real hard-hitting questions. And what does this dumbass say? There's no bullshit. With all the things going on in this country, inflation, the sweet and sour sniffles pandemic, rising costs of everything across the board. What's it called? The place where America runs into Mexico. The border. My bad, guys. It's been so long since anybody talked about it, I almost forgot what it was called. But she's also the border czar. So the border, inflation, the pandemic, all these things that our country has to deal with. And this was her answer to his fucking question. She starts talking about lead pipes. If I had a cricket sound effect, I would insert it right here. Lead pipes. Lead paint. Now, I read about this years ago, so I'm going to go off of my memory. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe since 1978, this country has not used lead paint in schools or any kind of structure. Because at that point, we figured out, lead paint's bad. Kids are eating this shit, and it's messing their brains up. 1978. That's 43 years ago. Right around the time she was smoking weed and listening to Tupac. So this man is asking her about real life shit. Everything costs more for the average American. Fuel, housing, food, clothing, everything. Businesses shut down. Mandates to get poked, to wear a fucking mask. All that shit going on. And she starts talking about lead pipes and lead paint. I shit you not. Then she goes on to talk about the failure of public transportation, how black people can't get to work on the fucking bus. Everything she was talking about was black people. Black people are 4 times more likely to fucking eat lead paint. Black people are this many times more likely not to be able to catch a bus. All this stupid shit. Black women in the public or in the healthcare system are shut the fuck up. We got real problems and you're talking about some bullshit. Black people don't need you. You aren't even black unless it suits you. You talking all this shit about black folks. I'm sure there's a bunch of Indian people going, but wait a minute, what? I thought you were the first Indian American senator, but then you're the first black man. This shit is too confusing to keep up with, but I know this. We got way more important things to deal with than some fucking lead paint and pipes and a bus schedule. And a healthcare system you say is racist against black women, which is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I'm sure there's some African women around the world or across the world who would love to have a black American woman's health care. Don't give me that shit. We are fucked. Start stretching out now, Americans. Start stretching out, getting limber, because you're going to have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Limber enough, I guess. You're going to have to be limber enough to bend over and grab your ankles and hope to God that they spit on it first. Now, I posted a video to my Instagram page at JG Talk. Check this shit out. It's a video from 1989, and it's former President Gerald Ford. And a little girl in the audience asked him, what advice would you have for a little girl who wanted to be president someday? And he goes on to say that I think that will happen, but it won't be through traditional means. It won't be through the norm where she gets voted in as president. He said it's going to be a man and a woman running together. They're going to get elected, and the man is going to die. Therefore, she will take his spot as president via the law. He said this shit in 1989. What are we dealing with now? We got a president whose brain is barely firing, cannot get through a sentence, doesn't know where he's going, he needs handlers, and he falls asleep during some of the most important meetings in world history. Remember, he went to the G8 summit and fell asleep. Climate change is supposed to be an existential threat. It's going to kill us in 10 years, and he fell asleep. We are in trouble. This woman is talking about lead paint and bus schedules. Isn't that beneath the Vice President of the United States of America? Can we get somebody else to handle that? This woman's full of shit, and she's going to be the president. And the more you see her talk, the sadder you should get. Now, I know that's how it is with Biden. We've been watching this fool fail for 2 years. But you watch her, it's even worse. What the fuck are you talking about, woman? Lead pipes? And that's all she talked about through the entire 20-minute interview. Every time he asked her something, well, you know, lead pipes, bus schedules. Hold on. Ow! Sorry, guys, I had to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. This has got to be the stupidest person to ever walk through the doors of the White House. And she is going to be in charge. Remember last year they're floating that 25th Amendment shit, the president's not mentally fit? That's going to be what they use to get him out. Unless it's like President Ford said, and he dies. So then, I don't know who this hack was who was sitting down with the president. But he asked him, he said, this will further let you know that we're going to be fucked. He asked him, he said, President, are you going to run again in 2024? You know what this fool said? He said, well, I'm sorry, let me be authentic. Well, if I'm in good health like I am now, then yeah, I'll run again. If I'm in good health, if I feel the way I do now, then yes, I'll run. Happy birthday to you. Now, I might have added that last part, but that's what he said. He said, if I'm in good health, if I feel the way I do now, I will run again. And then he asked me about, what if Trump runs? Well, don't get me started. I'll definitely run. Why would he answer like that? If someone asked you, are you going to run again next year? Even if you're lying, say, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to run again. This country needs me. Not that fool. Remember, he says the parts out loud that he's not supposed to. End of statement. Remember that shit? So he said, well, if I'm in good health, if I feel good, I will. That's telling us that he's not going to run again if he makes it through this term, and Kamala will be our president. Oh, shit. That is not good. Her own party didn't want her ass. Her own people didn't want her. She ran for president for about 20 minutes, and they booted her ass. Now she's going to be running things. You guys ever seen that movie, Black Dynamite? Shit is hilarious. There's a character in there, there's a little pimp named Cream Corn. And he sings a little song. He says, I'll be running things, running things. You got to check that part out. It's fucking hilarious. But that's what she's going to be doing. She's going to be running things. That is very scary. That is scarier than that feeble-minded dumbass with his shaky ass hand over the big red button. Anyway, our parents plays a huge role in our overall satisfaction with life. Unfortunately, tons of anti-aging companies take advantage of that. Many of the products these companies promote, however, fall short. Luckily, there's an alternative that has truly worked for me. It's called Health with Jericho. This works because it supercharges my collagen intake. It is a perfect solution for promoting skin elasticity and overall youthful look. With this multi-collagen, you're getting key nutrients your body needs to keep you looking and feeling young and vibrant. If you want to combat wrinkles, you'll love Health with Jericho. Get up to 51% off Ageless Multi-Collagen for the next 24 hours by going to healthwithjericho.com or clicking the link below. Now let me get my ass back in here with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.